Welcome to my channel Arman and Mommy, and as promised today I'm going to teach you about addition and subtraction of like terms and unlike terms. So let's quickly get started. So we've got two methods here. The first method is the column method and row method, and we are going to learn both the methods today. I have just taken a sum which contains the trinomials, you could rather say the polynomials. So let's get started. So what we do first is we rewrite these given expressions in such a way that their like terms are one below the other. So let's do that now. So I'm going to take this 2ax plus 3by plus 4cy. What I see in the next expression is the first term which is given is 5by, but what I'm looking, because now we have to write it in the same order as the first one, especially the alphabetic coefficients. So here I see it's 2ax, so I have to find the next one which has got the same alphabetical coefficient, so that is minus ax. So I'm going to write this, I'm going to rearrange these expressions. So I'm going to write it as minus ax, just copy it down along with their signs. And the next one is by, so it's plus 5by plus 5by, and the last one is 4cy. So I'm going to take this one along with the sign 3cy. Two are arranged. Now let's rearrange the last expression. So the first one, we have to write. So in the last expression, the first term which is given as 6cy. No, I don't have to write this because I'm going to rewrite the like terms one below the other. So the like terms here is 4ax. So it's 4ax. And the next one is by, so I'm going to write minus 9by. So what I'm doing here is I'm arranging all the terms, all the numerical coefficients and the alphabetical coefficients one below the other. And the last one is plus 6cy. So what you see here is I have arranged everything in order, one below the other. Now, as the case may be, we will add or subtract. That's simple as that. It's simple as that. So first let's start from the left hand side. What I see here is it's plus 4cy and plus 6cy. First, let's add the numerical coefficients of the signs which are same. So I see the signs plus 4cy and plus 6cy. Let's add these two together first. So 6 plus 4 gives me 10. So just write the cy as it is. And now let's add the numbers with the same signs first. So 6 plus 4 is 10, and 10 minus 3 gives us 7. Okay, and the sign is the bigger number, of course. And the next one is, let's write the alphabetical coefficients as it is, and then we will add or subtract the numerical coefficients as the case may be. So here what I see is 3 and 5 can be added together because they have the same sign. So 3 plus 5 gives us 8. Now it's plus 8 and minus 9. So 9 is a bigger number than 8. And it's one positive and one negative. So 8 minus 9. So that gives me minus 1. So you can write it as, instead of writing 1by, you can just write it as by itself. And let's write down the coefficients, the alphabetical coefficients first. So here it is 2. Here it is 1ax. You don't have to literally write it like this. So you can write it this way as well. So you can write 1bi. Normally this is the procedure. Instead of writing 1by, you always write it as by. So even here what I see is it's like minus ax. So even if they give you minus ax, that means it is 1ax. So first we will add the numericals, numerical coefficients of the same sign. So 4 plus 2, they carry the same sign, they're positive numericals. So 4 plus 2 gives us 6. So 6 minus 1 gives us 5. So this is your answer. It's 5ax minus by plus 7cy. Now let's check out the same sum in the row method. We will apply the row method for the same sum. So the question here is 2ax plus 3by plus 4cy. So this is the question that we are going to work out in the row method. So the step 1 is we will rewrite each of the given polynomials, these polynomials, or they could be also called as the expressions, in the bracket. So this is your step 1, and we are going to insert the plus sign in between the brackets. So I'll just show you how to do that. So the first thing is 2ax plus 3by plus 4cy. Okay, so put that in a bracket, write a plus sign, and then write another expression. The next expression is 5by minus 3cy minus ax. Now this is your second expression. Put that again in a bracket and then put the plus sign. And the last expression is 6cy plus 4ax minus 9by. Now this is the last expression. So the step 1 was we have written the same all the same expressions inside the brackets, and we've inserted a plus sign in between the consecutive brackets. Now this was your step 1. Now the step 2 is we are going to remove the brackets without changing the signs of the terms. Now that is going to be your step 2. So I'm going to write it as it is. So 2ax plus 3by plus 4cy. So I'm not going to, first what did I do? I inserted the bracket and I inserted a plus sign in between the brackets, because we are going to add in the row method. We're going to add using the row method the same expressions that were given for the first whatever we did in the row method, the column method. For those expressions we are doing the row method now. So the next expression is, so this plus sign will be here, 5by minus 3cy minus ax. So write down the sign as it is, plus, and then 6cy plus 4ax minus 9by. So in the second step, what I've done is I have removed the brackets which were inserted by me in the step 1, and without changing the signs, I have just brought them down. Then finally what I'm going to do is in step 3. Okay, so in the step 3, what I have done is I have simply grouped all the like terms and I have added it or subtracted, as the case may be. So I have added everything you see here. It was 2ax here and minus ax here and plus 4ax here. So all these three together are grouped by me. And then 3by plus 5by along with this plus sign, and minus 9by along with the minus sign. That's another group. And the last one is plus 4cy minus 3cy and plus 6cy. This is another group. So I have grouped all the like terms together, and now I'm going to add. So 2ax minus ax plus 4ax gives me 2 plus 4 gives me 6. 6 minus 1 gives me 5. So the answer is 5ax. So for the first expression, the answer is 5ax. always have the habit of putting an equal to sign before you start the expression, writing the expression. And let's move on to the next one, the next set of polynomials. So it's 3by plus 5by minus 9by. So add the positive ones. So 3 plus 5, 8. 8by minus 9by. Now what we see here is 8 is a bigger number than, 9 is a bigger number than 8. So since 9 carries the minus sign, so the answer will be minus by, or you can write it as minus 1by, but this is the apt method. And the last expression is plus 4cy minus 3cy plus 6cy. So add the positive numericals. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. So which sign? Again, it's a plus sign. So plus 7cy. Now this is your final answer. Now we will learn how to subtract the like terms. So subtraction of like terms using the column method. So I have an expression here. I have a sum here to be subtracted. 2x square plus 5x minus 6 should be subtracted from 5x square minus 3x plus 1. So the first step here is I have to arrange these expressions in two rows in such a way that the like terms, these are the like terms, x square and 5x and 3x and 6 and 1. So these are the like terms. So the like terms have to be written one below the other, but taking care that the expression that needs to be subtracted has to be written in the second row. So when I have to subtract 2x square plus 5x minus 6 from 5x square minus 3x plus 1, so this expression will be written first, and the expression which I'm going to subtract has to be written in the second row. I'll just show you that. So it's 5x square minus 3x plus 1. I've taken the expression. Now I have to take care the second expression. Now you need to take care here that the second expression, don't forget that we have to arrange the coefficients, the alphabetical coefficients in the same order. But no need to worry, because in this particular sum everything is given in the same order, so we don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to write down this below that, 2x square plus 5x minus 6. Okay, now this is your first step. So what we've done is we have arranged the two rows in such a way that the like terms are written one below the other, taking special care that the expressions that we need to subtract is written in the second row. So this expression which has to be subtracted is written in the second row. Now the second step here is we have to change the sign of each term in the second row. This is your second step. So here plus 2x square becomes minus. Okay, I've changed the sign. Plus will become minus, plus will become minus again, and minus will become plus. Now this is very, very important step. So you have to always remember to change the sign of each term in the lower row, which is the second row. Okay, now we have to go about as how we did in the addition of like terms. Okay, now we're going to add. So it was basically 5 plus 2x, but now it became 5 minus 2x. Now this is subtraction. So it's 5 minus 2, that's 3x squared. And previously we had minus 3 and plus 5. So now we have minus 3 and minus 5. So minus 3 and minus 5 gives us minus 8. So you just have to take the signs. If the signs are same, just add the numerical coefficients and write down the sign as it is. But in case if you have a sign like this, here in the earlier case we had 5 was a positive 1 and 2 was a negative 1. So in that case 1 was plus, the one was positive, the other one was negative. So what we did was we subtracted it. So we took it as 5 minus 2 and we wrote the sign of the bigger number. But here, since the signs are same, so just write down the sign and add the numbers. And in the last one, we again see that the signs are the same. So just write down the sign, and 6 plus 1 gives us 7. So this is your answer. Oh, don't forget to write the x. I always forget certain things. So 3x square minus 8x plus 7. Now this is your answer. Now let us learn how to work out this problem using the row method. So subtract 2a plus 3b minus c from 4a plus 5b plus 6c. So using the row method. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to write the expressions in a single row with the expression to be subtracted in a bracket. To show you. So subtract 2a plus 3b minus c. So I'm going to write it like this. So 4a plus 5b plus 6c. I have to subtract this from this. So this one I'm going to write in the beginning of the page. So 4a plus 5b plus 6c. Now since we are going to subtract it, then obviously we'll have to write the minus sign. And the expression that I'm going to subtract has to be written inside the bracket. 2a plus 3b minus c. So 2a plus 3b minus c has to be subtracted from this. So I have written this expression first. Now because I'm going to subtract it, that's why I've written a minus sign. And then expression that I'm going to subtract or take out, I have written it inside the bracket. So this is your step 1. The second step is I have to open the bracket, but by changing the sign of each term which is given inside this bracket. So let's write it like this. 4a plus 5b plus 6c. You see that no change here. I'm going to write this minus sign as it is. But when I'm opening the bracket, I'm going to change the sign. So plus will become minus 3b and minus will become plus c. I will now group the like terms together. So 4a has to be grouped along with 2a, so minus 2a. 5b plus 5b has to be grouped along with minus 3b, and plus 6c has to be grouped along with plus c. Now since we've arranged the like terms together, and now it becomes easy for us to subtract it. So 4a minus 2a gives us 2a plus 5b minus 3b. Now what you have to take note here is I have one plus sign and one minus sign. So in this case you have to subtract. So 5 minus 3 gives you 2, and the sign of the bigger number prevails. So it's plus 2b, and plus 6c plus c gives us plus 7c. Now this is your final answer. Don't forget to write these is equal signs. That's always required. Next class I'm going to continue with the addition and subtraction of unlike terms, because the video is going to get really longer. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give a like if you feel this video was helpful for you. So take care and keep learning. Bye bye.